Now your next number up tonight is 50. That's followed by 12, and we'll round it out tonight with 52. Now for your winning Powerball number, good luck everyone. It is 23, and your Power Play multiplier is 3. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here Monday night, right after the Powerball drawing. Good night.
Live from Augusta, we're watching News 1226 at 11.
Warm weather is sticking around for Easter and the start of April, but there is a chance for rain in the week ahead. Forecast in just a minute. But first, as Masters Week approaches and the Augusta National Women's Amateur Tournament starts next week, local renters are preparing for their biggest season of the year. It's no secret people from around the globe flock to Augusta at this time of year, which equals lots of opportunities for hotels and people renting out their homes to get in on that money. Wrdw Dickerber is live in studio. And Wrdw, what are you hearing from renters heading into this April?
One rental company says they've been preparing for this week since August. They even say they saw an increase with rentals after Tiger announced he's coming back to Augusta this year. It's a process that takes up most of the year.
Since COVID, everybody was so excited to be able to come to the Masters, and it definitely, over those years, has increased in business, and the rentals have gone up.
But some people are even ready to book again right after Masters Week. And there was even more of an uptick once Tiger announced he was coming back.
I think that, a lot of the spectators are wondering, is this going to be his last year? Is he coming back? How's he recovering? And I think everybody's excited to hear the news and wants to watch him play.
So everyone is doing what they can to prepare, such as decluttering rooms and closets, working on the yard, changing bedding, and more.
For first-time homeowners, it can be overwhelming because you do purchase a lot and it is a lot of work. But we have homeowners that we've been renting their home to the same client for 30 years, and they know the drill.
Planning can go out as far as before your home is even fully built.
A lot of homeowners reach out to us when they're building their homes and asking for advice. What are the clients looking for?
Despite all of the prep that goes into the week, many are ready for another great Masters, especially with the five-time champ back on the course.
We're, very excited to have him here. It wouldn't be the same without him.
Now, they are still renting homes and helping people find a place to stay. So for more information, visit wrdw.com.
Thanks for that, Audrey. Loved looking at the simulator and tees. Love the season is getting into full swing there. Thanks for that. Now, another place that's sure to be busy soon is Grovetown Exit 190 right there. In fact, crews will be back out there on Monday, 9 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon, working on the new diverging diamond that will cause temporary lane shifts and closures if the weather allows them to work. So checking in with our meteorologist, Emily Acton. Emily, can we expect any sort of weather to hit us early Monday?
No, it's definitely going to be dry for the next several days. So any outdoor plans really through Tuesday evening should be hassle-free. You're not going to have any issues with in terms of rainfall or anything like that. This afternoon was beautiful. We saw high temperatures peak in those upper 70s, and then we've slowly but surely cooled off. We're sitting in those lower 60s right now. So again, we're going to continue to decline as the overnight hours continue, and to start off our Easter Sunday right around that 70-degree mark. But we're going to warm up by those afternoon hours. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. So if you have any plans, maybe an Easter egg hunt tomorrow afternoon, going to be beautiful out there to do that. I'm expecting highs going to be in those lower 80s. Again, mostly sunny sky conditions. So things are looking great for our Easter Sunday. And this great weather is going to continue into our work week. But once we get to around late Tuesday evening, that's when we can see some showers move in. But Craig, I'll have all the details on that rainfall and the timeline broken down for you coming up soon.
All right, thanks for that heads up, Emily. Now, Aiken County Sheriff's Office confirms the New Ellington Police Department is monitoring a bomb threat at the Rainbow Gas Garden this evening. He says the call came in just before 8 and there are no injuries. At last check, the threat is still ongoing, and we will continue to keep you updated on this developing story as we learn more. Now, the Burke County Sheriff's Office has charged 3 men following a traffic stop that led to a seizure of drugs this weekend. In a Facebook post from the sheriff's office, deputies noticed the smell of marijuana, and after searching the vehicle, found a bag on the floor that had 65 smaller bags of marijuana, as you can see here from their Facebook post. In total, they seized 214 grams and more than $3,000. They say Corey Boyd, Alvin Griffin, and Tyrone Abrams are charged with possession with the intent to distribute. Now, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is coming to a ceremonial groundbreaking on Monday for the Wellstar Columbia County Medical Center. The new medical center and office next to it are expected to open in 2026. It plans to include a level 2 trauma center, 100 inpatient beds, and other amenities. The ceremony begins at 11 a.m. on Monday again, the construction site on Gateway Boulevard. Now, over in Oklahoma, cell phone video caught the moment that Highway Patrol says a barge hit a bridge near a dam. And there it is, Highway 59, had to be shut down for the investigation and inspection of the bridge. Crews from Grand River Dam Authority and the Oklahoma DOT helped out. At last check, it's still unclear why the barge hit that bridge. Now to a story of good luck and a very close call. A man in Eugene, Oregon was walking into a convenience store right there, unaware of a concrete saw blade that came flying in after him. It landed in that building, missing him by seconds. Officials say the blade came loose from a nearby construction site. A certainly close call indeed, Emily.
Yeah, that was definitely a close call there. Looking at this weekend, though, temperatures tomorrow are going to warm up into those lower 80s. Going to have great sky conditions along with it. So beautiful weather for our Easter Sunday. But I'll have a check on your full 7-day coming up.
And overseas, the Israel-Hamas war is casting. Now, in case you missed it, earlier today, AT&T is investigating a leak that dumped millions of customers' data on the dark web, including personal information such as social security numbers. It says the leak happened nearly 2 weeks ago and appears to involve data from 2019 or earlier. Still, more than 70 million current customers, along with more than 65 million former customers, are affected by this. AT&T is contacting affected customers and has reset their passcodes. It's also offering free credit monitoring services.
Well, we are slowly but surely cooling off for the overnight hours, expecting to see a low right around 50, but we'll warm up for our Easter Sunday. I'll have a check on your full forecast coming up.
And despite that nice weather here, it's not so great out in the west. More on that snowy situation after the break.
Exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Trust meteorologist Emily Acton for your first alert.
Storms are ripping across the West Coast, leaving some people stuck in the snow. Blizzard-like weather conditions have left dozens of motorists stuck in San Bernardino Mountain. The vehicle count continues to grow on Highway 18, and as vehicles continue to get stuck, creating a bottleneck, forcing other cars to try and navigate around them or turn around themselves. Other parts of the West have seen flooding and thunderstorms. Now, it's nice and warm here, though, Emily. Yep. What can we expect, though, heading into the week? I hear there might be a little bit of rain maybe after Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, we're tracking some rainfall for the middle of the week, but good news is the rest of our weekend into the start of our work week looking beautiful. This afternoon saw highs in those upper 70s. We've slowly but surely cooled off. We're sitting in those lower 60s right now. Dew point starting to rise a little bit, but overall very calm for the overnight hours, and that's the same story all across the CSRA, really all across the southeast. Conditions are looking beautiful for our overnight hours. Not tracking any rainfall, not expecting any rainfall throughout the overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. So you can expect a beautiful Easter Sunday. We'll start off right around 50 degrees as the daybreak happens for our Sunday, and then we're going to warm up into those lower 80s by the afternoon. Cloud cover will come and go throughout the evening hours and overnight, so that's going to kind of keep us right around 60 for the overnight lows to start off our Monday. But again, a beautiful Easter Sunday for us. We can expect again to warm up into those lower 80s, so definitely pretty warm out there, but a pattern will change as we go through the week, really hitting around Wednesday. That's when we're going to see those cooler temperatures head in, and that's when we're going to see a trough start to dip down into our area. So right now we're warm, staying warm throughout the first half of the week, but by the time we get to Tuesday, really we'll feel the effects of it by Wednesday. This trough will be moving through, bringing rainfall to our area, and by Thursday, we will be cruising in those middle and upper 60s. So drastic difference from the start of the week for us. So again, Easter Sunday looking beautiful, very warm out there. We expect to see highs in those lower 80s, mostly sunny. Same can be said for our Monday and really throughout the first half of our Tuesday, but cloud cover will come into play later on in the day Tuesday. Rain chances will come after that later in the overnight hours throughout the early morning hours Wednesday. A little bit windy Wednesday as well. We'll see those temperatures start to drop off to right around 70 for Wednesday afternoon, but Thursday, that's when we'll be cruising in those middle 60s, so below average for our Thursday and Friday. We'll still be in the 60s, but good news is sunny sky conditions for the end of our week and even into next weekend. Check out those overnight lows, not reaching freezing, but we'll be in those upper 30s, low 40s by the end of the week, Craig.
A huge win for the weekends. We had a long string of just cloudy and bad weather there, so I love seeing the sun. Thanks for that, Emily. Now, as another update, we appreciate all of our viewers who continue to watch us into the night and have been calling us throughout the night. We now know about a situation over on Old Aiken Road. The North Augusta Public Safety says they are monitoring a structure fire near Old Aiken Road. They say they have it under control at this time, but we just wanted to let y'all know that situation is being handled despite the multiple vehicles that we are being told are out in that area. So thank you for that. Now, on top of that, there have been multiple arrests in a chilling trend that has women in New York City on edge. Men punching them while they're simply walking down the street. The women now posting warnings on social media. Priscilla Thompson has the latest on that.
So I just got punched in the face walking home.
Tonight, the man accused of that harrowing attack charged with misdemeanor assault after allegedly punching 27-year-old Michaela Donato in the face this week. That arrest comes a day after 40-year-old Skaboki Stora was charged for this reported assault on 23-year-old Hallie McGukin.
I was literally just walking, and a man came up and punched me in the face. Oh my God, it hurts so bad.
Stora, a fringe political candidate who once ran for mayor, has an extensive criminal record, police say. And earlier this week, a third man was charged, accused of punching a 57-year-old woman in the face. The arrests come as dozens of women have taken to social media, sharing stories of allegedly being randomly sucker punched across New York City.
I was punched in the head in New York City.
He goes, sorry, and then punches me in the head. He spit all over me and then punched me in the side of the face.
The trend placing many women on high alert.
Makes me feel like a little bit paranoid. It's definitely been scary.
Overall crime in the city is down, but data shows misdemeanor assault is up more than 10% compared to this time last year. 2 of the men arrested have not yet pled to the charges, and at least 1 has been released.
I feel pretty safe, but again, that's not an excuse to kind of let my guard down.
Scary situation there. Now, Good Samaritans came to the aid of an overturned vehicle following a crash in Daytona Beach, Florida earlier this week. The Daytona Beach Police Department says the crash happened at an intersection on Tuesday. The SUV flipped on its side and a group of bystanders rushed over to help, flipping the car upright again. Afterwards, officials say no one was seriously injured and thank those who helped on Facebook. Great to see that community outreach there. Now, as we head to break, here is a live look at Los Angeles and your winning lotto numbers. The Braves also defeated the Phillies 12-4 earlier this evening. Great news there. Stick around.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Climate change protesters interrupted a car show in New York today.
This is an emergency, a climate emergency. Our love of cars is killing us. It is killing the earth.
Now, that footage from the Extinction Rebellion group shows its members disrupting the New York International Auto Show as they poured oil onto the floor and onto an electric vehicle. In a press release, the organization says its goal is to shed light on the production of electric cars. And now a story about the Easter Bunny, but not the one with eggs. We're talking about some real rabbits here. Itai Hod reports.
Just before Easter, Ben Vanderveer, a father of two, found himself in a hair-raising predicament.
You tell your kids that you're going to look at a house full of bunny rabbits, and that dominates the attention and discussion for the day.
Last year, 9-year-old Delphine and 5-year-old Adrian visited relatives who had a bunny. Since then, it's all they talk about.
Hello.
Which is why Ben decided to take a leap of faith.
A little black nose.
Heading to a rabbit rescue just north of San Francisco for a little bunny bonding.
Good girl.
Save a Bunny founder Marcy Berman says a lot of parents get their kids bunnies for Easter, but raising a rabbit is a lot of work.
My good girl.
It's why rescues get full about 2 weeks after Easter, just as the novelty of having a bunny wears off.
It's been a super crisis in the Bay Area, and it's probably only going to get worse.
According to PETA, about 80% of rabbits bought for Easter will die or be abandoned within the first year.
These rabbits are not wild, and so when you set a bunny free, you're just really feeding the wildlife.
To try and combat the problem, Save a Bunny now offers a foster to adopt program, essentially giving people a trial run for bunny parenthood.
She's about a year old.
At the end of the day, the Vanderveers fall in love with Yvette, a mini-lop rabbit with floppy ears. Are you excited about getting a bunny?
Sure.
As for Delphine and Adrian, they're jumping for joy now that they've found some bunny to love.
Well, we didn't track any rainfall today, and that's going to be the trend for the next several days. Rainfall, though, does come into the picture midweek. I'll have a final check on your forecast coming up.
Jesse Palmer here. Models.
All right, it was seen out of a Wild West movie as officers in Albuquerque chased down a suspected shoplifter on horseback, and it was all caught on video.
Albuquerque police! Stop! You're being detained!
Feel like a POV of Red Dead Redemption 2 when the mounted patrol got word of a shoplifter trying to run away at a nearby pharmacy. We see what happened as they got into action. The officer's lapel video caught them chasing down the suspect who ran into the street. Luckily, cars stopped and 2 other officers on horseback were able to surround the suspect and make that arrest. Police say the man now faces several charges after stealing roughly $230 of merchandise. You got like an old-timey heist, horses. This is awesome.
I mean, it was effective. It looked like what was it, a burglar? It looked like he was terrified of those horses there, so it worked.
I can only imagine. It's probably more intimidating than a cop on a bike. I mean,
Yeah,
like, if you see a horse coming after you,
Yeah,
it's
you're
over.
like, yeah, I agree with that. That was crazy to see. Forecast, though, this week really not looking bad at all. We're going to be in those 80s, so above average, for the end of our weekend and into the start of the week, and then some rain chances come into play late Tuesday, really early Wednesdays when we'll see that. Wind speeds will start to pick up throughout the day Wednesday, and cooler temperatures to end off the week. I'm talking middle 60s, Craig, that we'll see by Thursday.
Well, thanks for that, Emily, and thank you all for watching us here on News 1226 at 11. I'm Craig Allison, but be safe tonight as we had all those breaking news updates in our show. Good night.